Alright guys, hey and welcome to day 4 of Vlogmas. Today it's going to be a little more productive than the last couple days. I know that I have lots of cookies in the freezer, but I'm going to whip up some gingerbread cookies because they take about 4 hours to chill. So I'm going to whip that up this morning and then put that in the fridge. And when my son gets home from school tonight, we will cut out some shapes and bake them, and then I will cool them, and then the next day or whatever we will decorate them. I just have to, I don't know if I'm going to make some icing. If you guys have a good recipe for the to use with icing sugar, let me know. I know there's a recipe like on the back and it calls for you gotta use like 4 cups of it or something like that. I don't really like that recipe that much, so I had made one time and it was so good, maybe because I had actually used butter and not like margarine, but yeah, I need a good recipe, something simple with the ingredients that I already have to make an icing that would go good on the gingerbread cookie. So if you guys have one, let me know in the comments below and I will definitely try that. So I just kind of went ahead and gathered up my ingredients to make sure that I had everything that I needed to make my gingerbread cookies here. And basically I need 3 cups of flour, which I didn't take out yet. I need 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, a teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 3/4 of a cup of butter softened, 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, a 1/2 cup of molasses, an egg, and a teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm gonna go get all those ingredients, and basically you're gonna mix the first 6 ingredients in a large bowl, which are pretty much all your dried stuff, and then you set it aside. So I'm gonna go do that, and then I'll be back. Okay, so there is my flour, my ginger, my cinnamon, my baking soda, and my nutmeg, and I have some salt over here that's a little hard to see. I'm going to mix this up really good, and then I'm going to set it aside, and then I'm going to start beating the butter and the brown sugar until it's fluffy. Alright, so the dough is all done. I'm just going to put it on some plastic wrap, and I'm going to kind of flatten it out and wrap it up really good and put it in the fridge for at least 4 hours, but I'll probably just wait until tonight because it's only 9 o'clock right now. So yeah, I'll do it tonight when my son gets home from school. We'll roll them out and cut some little shapes. There's a little birdie. They have been coming to the little feeder that I made. It was full of bread yesterday. I'm assuming the blue jay came and ate it all. Alright, so I just dropped the kids off at school, and when I was at my mom's place, she asked me if I wanted to go to town with her. I'm thinking about it. I might go down. I mean, I don't really have anything to do today. I was just going to sit down and relax. But I think I might go. I'm just going to put this in 4-wheel drive. I think I might go down because I want to get some cereal because I'm going to make some. I don't know. There's a lot of different names for it. A lot of people call it reindeer food. Some people call it puppy chow. And I've tried it before and it was so stinking good. So I might go, and the only thing that I really need to buy is the Chex cereal to go with it. And so I might go ahead and do that and just go get the cereal. And the cats are gonna need food. And then I don't want to waste any more money because unless I see something, like if she goes under the Dollarama, I might go and pick up some more like little Christmas gifts and stocking stuffers and stuff like that. I only have $50, so I don't really want to waste all my money. And then I think we need milk too. We're gonna eventually need milk. My son had like 3 bowls of frickin' cereal this morning, so I told him, I was like, if you eat a bowl of your cereal and you want another bowl, don't drink your milk. I'll just put some more cereal in and you can keep using the same milk. But he ended up drinking, I don't put a lot of milk, but he ended up drinking it all, so I had to fill that up 3 times. And then when Jay drinks his coffee, he puts milk in it. I don't put anything in mine, and I'm not a big milk drinker, so I am definitely not the one using up the milk. But yeah, I think I'll go home and get dressed because I'm in my pajamas, and I'll probably go down with her. She wants me to stop in on the way, but I think I'm just gonna go home and I'll call her and let her know that I'll go with her, because she said she's leaving. She had said in an hour, which will be about 45 minutes, maybe a half an hour now. She'll probably, knowing my mom, she's like me, she'll say she's leaving in a half an hour, but if I'm ready to go, she'll just, and she gets dressed really quick, so, and then maybe I'll be able to vlog a little bit in town, I don't know, I'll see. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go down and I'll pick up that stuff that I need for sure. And, like, the freezers are full at home. I really just am going to eat up what we have, not me, but we're just gonna eat up what we have at home. And we really don't need to buy any groceries per se. Like, obviously milk is something that we need, we use, so I'm gonna need that. And the cat food, well, the kitties can't go hungry, so they need to have their food. The cereal, I don't have to make it, but it's just something that we can have, you know, over the holidays and stuff like that. I'm not going big into baking or anything. I made that Chex party mix the other day. And I have the gingerbread cookies that I'm going to make tonight, and this puppy chow or reindeer food or whatever you want to call it. I'll share the recipe with you guys when I make it, because it's definitely worth it. I like little things like that. I'm not too big on like squares and stuff like that. Here comes the neighbor. I'm going to put you guys away for a second. Alright, I just didn't want to have the camera up in his face. But anyways, so yeah, I'm not a big, like, square, you know, like, I'll eat them sometimes if we have, like, my mom, we usually go to her place on Christmas Eve and stuff like that, but, I'm not a big sweet eater, like, that's why, like, I made the party mix. It's salty, and it's just delicious, and, oh, craving it again. So I think that might be something, like, instead of, buying chips and stuff, it does initially, like, I have the ingredients, like the dry ingredients, it's the cereals that kind of are costly, but I figure if I could whip up, after Christmas even, whip up another batch of that stuff, and keep that in the pantry, I think we'll be doing good, because I finished off a bag already, I gave a bag to my parents and them, I'm on my 3rd bag, so I only have like 2 big bags left, and it's like, it's so good. Next time I might not put quite as many pretzels. I like pretzels, I don't mind them, but it's one of those things where I end up picking out the pretzels and I'll eat them, I don't throw them out. No, I don't throw them out, but it's better to grab a handful and not have the pretzels, because the pretzels are more, I don't know, it's just different. Anyways, I'm almost home. Like I said, I'm gonna go get dressed and I'll go to town with my mom. And I'll bring you guys along for that, because I don't think I'm going to be doing, like, too much stuff today. So, might as well go and that way there, if I see a gift or something, I can pick it up and I won't have, you know, anyone around. Because I still have a couple people to buy for. So, that's where they live. I'm sure you guys know that, so. Alright, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Just waiting for my mom. She stopped to pick up some Avon money or something like that. And yes, I'm going to town with my hair a mess. She's outside talking. Anyways, we'll bring you guys along. Whatever shenanigans we get into. I really don't like this angle. Makes it look like I have like 17 chins. Alright, we'll be back. Or I'll be back. So my mom made fruitcakes for, she makes fruitcakes for different people and that, during this time. And they buy them off of her. And the whole point of coming down was to go and drop off some of the, fruitcakes to some people. And she's like, oh, she's like, the fruitcake's back there, eh? And I look, I'm like, well, I don't see it. And she thought I was joking around, but we're here at the pharmacy right now. And lo and behold, she doesn't have the fruitcakes. So we're going to run back home up the hill, go get the fruitcakes, and then come back down and go to town. So, it's going to be an all-day ordeal. I'm not going to get the relax. But she's making meatballs and gravy for supper, and the kids love that. And this morning my niece was like, oh, we're having meatballs and gravy, and Riley's like, I'm coming for supper. And I was telling my mom that, and she was laughing. She's like, oh, I don't mind, he can come for supper, so I won't have to cook him anything, so that's good. I have donairs in the fridge that are thawing, the homemade donairs that I made the other day. So, and I bought sauce, so I'm going to make just some donairs for myself for supper. And then when he comes home, we will do the cookies. Get that for Riley.
Oh my God, Hannah would be so insulted.
These are cute little, some of them work.
Yeah.
These are the happiest set of gingerbread, nutcrackers I've ever seen.
You know the hooks, they're command hooks, they have that stuff here.
Oh,
I had them before. Look out for it. I'd like to get that. This is pretty.
a lot of those bags, you could, if you really like them, you can take them in, or the gift boxes there, and put them in a picture frame. Because it makes a...
Yeah.
These are cute tags.
Yeah. A lot of cute tags. I got so many at home there.
You know what, me, I had to buy some the other day, a sticker of them. They used to have books of them, but
Yeah.
I don't know where they all
None
went.
this year?
No, none that I saw.
Okay.
It's all these sticker ones like
yeah.
this. Look at the size of this.
Yeah.
See, I'm not even bothering. I should, well, no. I should get the candy cans here. They're only $1. I don't know what they taste like, though. So I'm not buying them like a chocolate treat. These are cute. They have the nicest little boxes. Alright, this is some of the stuff that I picked up when we were in town. This cheese was on for $2.99. I think it's usually regular like $6. So I picked some of that up. We needed milk, so I grabbed a bag of that. These chips were on at Walmart. It said $2.97. They came in at $3 something. And I told him, the guy at the cash, and I said because they didn't come in at the right price, you get the scanning code of practice, so I got this for free. I got these Crispix because I couldn't find the Chex we were at Sobeys, and I couldn't find the check, so I figured this would work. Then I got the white chocolate. This is the kind that I usually get. And then this stuff was on for a penny cheaper than the Great Value brand. So I got them because I'm not sure if they're as good as the Great Value. So I picked those up because I'm going to make something with the pretzels that I picked up at the dollar store. I got this icing, ready to icing. I don't know how good it is. I'm going to try it before I ice up the cookies. But I'm going to somehow try to get that out of there and use some food coloring so that we can ice up the gingerbread men. And then I needed some candy canes to crush up for my pretzels, so I got the raspberry kind, and I got a box of the peppermint kind. You think that Walmart would carry peppermint kind like that, but it's all flavored stuff, so I had to go ahead and buy a big box of them. I found this at the dollar store, official elf report. I'm going to put that away, and every night I'll bring one out and let Riley know if he's been naughty or nice during that day. And then I got the kitty cats a laser to play with. I was going to put it away for Christmas, but I'm going to give it to them now to play with. The chip dip was on for $1.99, so I grabbed some of that. And again, at Sobeys, they do the scanning code of practice. This bag of cat food is usually always 8 something. The ticket said that it was 8 something, but when I got to the cash, it scanned at 9 something. So I got this bag of cat food for free as well. So that is my little haul for today. I'm going to go, and if I have time, I think I might whip up the reindeer food or puppy chow or whatever it's called and get that done. And then tonight I will work on the chocolate covered pretzels. Poor Mercy. Poor kitty is dizzy. There is tonight's supper. I made some donaires. Got my homemade meat on it. Homemade donair meat. Some donair sauce. Some onions and tomatoes. So that is what I'm having tonight for supper. Oh, and some parsley. Bam. Look how beautiful that looks.